Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you students? Hope you all are fine, safe and secure at your home. Your science teacher is back with chapter 7, Safety and First Aid. Students, do you know what is first aid? Have you studied earlier? Today your teacher will teach you and demonstrate how to take precautionary measures and have first aid. और आज का जो वीडियो है ये सिर्फ स्टूडेंट्स के लिए ही नहीं बल्कि उनके पेरेंट्स के लिए भी है. एंड एक्सीडेंट्स और दुर्घटना इट में occur anywhere. People think that accidents occur only on roads. But this is not true. Accident will occur outside as well as inside. And do you know how it occurs? It occurs because of carelessness. Sometimes carelessness of self or the carelessness of others. And today we will study about fire accident, burns, fractures, animal and insects bite. Okay, come let's have a look around. The immediate help given to the victim is called first aid. Students, do you know that every house and your personal vehicle should have first aid box? And you know what the first aid box contains? Your teacher will show you how the first aid box should be. See here, this is first aid box. The basic things which contains is sterile gauze, okay, and cotton, scissor, some of the ointments, antiseptic, Dettol or Savlon, and some medicines. Every house should have a first aid box. Look here students, a lady is chopping vegetables and while chopping suddenly she cuts off her finger. You can see that it starts bleeding and blood starts oozing coming out. In such a case, take clean cotton or wipe the affected area, okay, and if the blood doesn't stop bleeding, what you need to do is take a cotton, press it for some time until blood stops bleeding. After the wound stops bleeding, apply antiseptic cream over the wound. Apply petroleum jelly. It heals. Even if it does not heal, take a band-aid. Okay. एंड कवर इट. यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं कि जब ऐसी दुर्घटना घर पे होती है तो आपको क्या करना चाहिए? पहले कॉटन से उसको साफ करें और फिर उसके बाद बैंडेज लगाएं. There are different ways to put out fire. Students, when the fire occurs, don't get panicked. ओके, घबराहट बिल्कुल नहीं करना. और अगर दिस फायर हैज कॉट ड्यू टू केरोसिन और पेट्रोल, व्हाट यू हैव टू डू इज थ्रो सैंड ओवर इट. Throw sand over it and do not put water, because when you spill water over the fire, The fire flares up because the kerosene and petrol, it gets splits because it is not homogeneous. केरोसिन और पेट्रोल के वजह से अगर आग लगी है तो उसमें पानी बिल्कुल ना डालें, क्योंकि केरोसिन और पेट्रोल पानी से कभी मिक्स नहीं होता और आग बढ़ने की चांसेस हो जाती है. Students, have you seen fire extinguisher in your school? Yes. Schools and offices, they have fire extinguisher, and here you see this is the fire extinguisher in your school. Suppose if the fire persists somewhere, we can use fire extinguisher to put out the fire. Look here students, your fire extinguisher cannot be used directly. See here, it has got lock over here. Can you see? और इसको यूज़ करने से पहले इसको फर्स्ट तोड़ना पड़ता है, उसके बाद ये निकाल कर ऐसे प्रेस करना होता है. ओके, यू कैन नॉट यूज़ इट डायरेक्टली and it should be used under the supervision if students you are using. When the fire is caused due to electrical short circuit, students do not get panic. What you need to do is first rush to the mains and off the mains. In the same way, you have to off all the mains. And the next thing is, do not use water to put out the fire because it is very dangerous. Sometimes playing with matchstick may cause fire and will result in serious accidents. Remember to turn off the gas after finishing cooking. Get the gas cylinder, regulator and rubber tube checked periodically by company's agent. If you smell gas, open all the doors and windows in the room. Ring up the gas emergency service, which is open 24 hours a day. Note down the phone numbers of emergency services such as fire, police, accident and ambulance in a place where you can easily find them. And Karnataka government has launched the new contact number for emergency services 112, but students calling it unnecessarily may cause criminal abuse or it is a criminal offense. Students, now I will show you how to give first aid for burn victims. Students, it is not compulsory that you get burns from fire only. Sometimes people get burns when they come in contact of hot substances. Look here students, she is working in a kitchen and suddenly while working she comes in contact of hot substances. You can see here she has got a burn on her hand, and this type of burn when we come into contact of hot substances during working in kitchen is called minor burns. Now I'll let you know how to treat or give first aid for such types of burns. In such a case, you need to keep the hand in running tap water and keep it until the wound heals or the burns heals. For further relief, take ice, wrap it in handkerchief and apply it over the burn. This heals the burn. Minor burns will heal within 1 week, or if the burn persists to swell or blisters occur, do consult the doctor. Students, she is working in the kitchen. She is holding the boiling water and she wants to pour it in a bucket. But while pouring, it suddenly she pours it on her leg and the blister starts occurring. In such a case, we call it as severe burns. Students, look here. In such a case, blisters starts occurring, but do not prick it. Instead, apply sterile gauze or an antiseptic cream over it. While applying, be careful so that the victim doesn't get hurt. Students, this is severe burn, but when a third degree burn occurs, it damages tissues and muscles. At that time, you should not wait for first aid. You should rush to hospital. Look here, students. These two people are working with acid in a laboratory, and suddenly the acid spills over her hand. Look here, students. Just when the acid spills, it starts burning. In such a case, immediately wash it off and cover the burns, and immediately you have to rush to the hospital. Never keep the acid burns for first aid or anything like that. You have to rush to hospital. Here, student, this boy has fell down while playing and has got a fracture here. But how we will come to know that he has got a fracture? When the fracture appears, the skin will start swelling, and when we touch here, the victim will get pain. And there are three types of fracture. Simple fracture, where tissues and muscles are not damaged but the bone is broken, and compound fracture, where tissues, muscles and skin are damaged along with the bone, and complete fracture, where tissues, muscles, everything is broken into pieces. Now your teacher will teach you how to give first aid for a fracture. Do not move the victim. Do not move the body. Keep it straight, and you can take stick, newspaper to keep it below. Wrap it and tie the leg with another leg which is not fractured. While tying, students and parents, ये ध्यान रखें कि knot यहाँ पे नहीं डालना, बल्कि instead you have to knot this side where the fracture is not there, not to this leg. Tie like this, okay, so that it doesn't move, and take the patient or a victim to hospital. Students, see to it, when a fracture appears on hand, you have to apply the same method. Use stick or a newspaper and wrap it, and do not move the hand, do not move. Instead, while the fracture is on leg, we tied it to another leg, but for hand you need to tie a sling, but make sure that you don't tie a knot here, okay? You need to tie a knot on neck. Students, do you all love your pet? But do you know, sometimes your pet will become wild and it will bite or scratch you. Animal bite can be caused by dogs, cats, squirrels, etc. But if the scratch or wound is caused by dog bite, you have to visit the doctor after first aid process. Now I will show you how to take care of this wound by giving first aid. Wash off the affected area, clean it, and after cleaning, apply antiseptic cream, and then you have to visit the doctor. And in the case of dogs, they will give you vaccine for rabies or any of such kind. Look here, students, she is working in a garden and suddenly an insect comes and bites her. In such a case, what first aid we can give the victim? Okay, let us see. Sometimes insects leave stings behind. In that case, you have to carefully pull out the stings from this wound. And the other step is, in such a case, wash the affected area with soap. And water. Wash it properly so that the infection or germs go away. Apply ice over the affected area. Students, apply ice over the affected area for further relaxation. It relieves the pain. Sometimes, without the knowledge of person, snake may bite. In such a case, students, do not move the victim, and just above the wound you need to tie. Okay, tie it tightly just above the wound. And make sure for every 10 minutes you need to loosen the knot for 2 or 3 seconds so that the blood passes, and later on again you have to tighten it. You know why do we tie the cloth here? Because there are nerves which passes blood, and along with passing blood the poison will also pass, so that to avoid passing of poison to all the parts of body we tie a cloth. And immediately after tying, let the victim calm and take him or her to hospital. Next is heat stroke. When a person is too much exposed to heat, they get heat stroke. In such a case, what you have to do is loosen victim's clothes and give some water little by little. And what you have to do is take a wet cloth and place it on victim so that the stroke caused by heat reduces, and let him cool. If it persists, then if a victim omits or faints, you need to take him to doctor. Students, sometimes a foreign body will enter our eye. Has it happened to you? Yes, at that time do not rub your eyes, never. Instead what you have to do is take a handkerchief, fold it, and with the soft corner of your handkerchief keep it on your eyes and remove the foreign body out of the eyes. If still the foreign body from the eyes does not come out, do consult doctor, but never try other things on your eyes. Students, have you seen anybody fainting and falling? Yes. In such a case, what do? Your teacher will tell you what to do and what not to do. When a person faints and falls on the floor, what you have to do is keep the victim calm, and what you have to do is raise the 2 feet and let him lie down for a while. And the other thing is, do not force the victim to sit down. If the person or the victim is seated while fainting, let his head bend till the knees and let him sit like this way. You can see, I will show you more clearly. See, if he is sitting and if he faints, let him bend to his knees and let him sit like this. At that time, it gives him relax and it relieves. So students, did you all enjoy today's lesson? Yes, it's not only about enjoyment, but you have to apply it when such a danger or such things happen at your home or nearby you, you have to take all those precautionary measures and all those first aid which your teacher taught you today. Yes, what did we study today? We studied about fire accidents and different measures which we take for it, and burns and the various first aid measures which we undertake while we have burns. And then fractures. Fractures, we are all familiar with it. And how your teacher dealt with it? With first aid? Yes, the same way you have to apply it. And animal and insects bites. I hope you all understood today's lesson. Thank you. Jazakumullahu khaira.